Hey guys, today is a pretty cold day to be on the bike, but once again, I ride in all conditions. And today, I can't lie, it's not one of my most happiest moments in life. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sad, man. I lost a good friend a couple of days ago. I lost my boy Cat Luke, and man, it was pretty bad, and I'm still going through it pretty tough. And you know, thank God for this bike, man. It's a bit therapeutic. And I'm just taking a ride to go see my grandmother right now. And I just say, man, I do love my bike, man. You can do anything on this damn thing. Yesterday, I actually rode through a parade, man, and the police didn't stop me. They were stopping cars, but they didn't stop the bike. And I went through all type of wrecks, places the cars couldn't go. But I tell you, you can go anywhere on a damn bike, man, and people pretty much won't bother you. So the other day, my cat just got sick all of a sudden, man. I don't quite know what was going on with him. And I should have took him immediately to the vet, you know, after the first day. But I thought he'd be all right. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you, man. My job, they didn't want to let me off without a penalty. And at the time, I'm like, yeah, man, I don't want to get a penalty, you know. I think Luke will make it, you know. I think he's okay. Maybe I just need one more day and I can get off a little early and take him. And you know, that next day, when I got off work, you know, Luke, he wasn't doing too good. And that was my bad. I messed up. You know, that wasn't my shining moment right there. I should have took him immediately, you know, and it really is killing me. But when I got home, I have this like pet backpack, and I put him in that pet backpack, and I jumped on this bike, man. I jumped on this bike. I do think the cool thing is, I didn't have to wait and call anybody and wait for them to come pick me up. That's what I was really loving this bike, man. It was immediate, you know, because the veterinarian was like 3 miles away, and I didn't have to wait for anybody. I just put my cat Luke in that backpack and jumped on this bike, and I'm gonna be quite honest, man. I was riding like the wind. I was piercing through the wind, you know, and I just kept telling Luke, man, you gonna make it. I'm gonna get you there. Hold on for me, brother. You know, I'm gonna take care of you. And I was riding as fast as I could. And man, I thought I made it in time. I thought I made it. But when they got him, they said, hey man, we don't feel a pulse here. You know, he didn't make it. You know, they tried to tell me I did everything right as far as taking care of him and seeing to him, but in my heart, I feel like I let him down, you know. The bike can get me anywhere, but it should have got me there a day earlier, you know. I can't kill myself over it, you know, forever, but I'm letting you know, man, it's a rough one on me today. You know, just hearing that he didn't make it, and I should have been earlier, because the bike got me there like the wind. And if it had just got me there like the wind the day before, you know, my boy, he'd still be here. He was my security guard, watched out for me all the time. And I'm letting you know, man, I'm feeling bad right now. I'm feeling really bad. You know, when they gave me the bad news, he told me I could do one or two things. He said I can get him cremated, you know, by the veterinarian, or they'd pack him up and send him home with me to bury him. And I just didn't want that to be the last time that I saw my cat. So I said, you know, pack him up and I'll take him with me, you know. And that was pretty hard, man, just knowing that he wasn't alive anymore. You know, I had to put him back in the backpack, and I had to make the ride, you know, back home to bury him in the backyard. That was a real tough one right there, man. And let me tell you, that whole ride home, my spirit was not in my body. You know, it just felt like my legs were pushing the bike, but my spirit really wasn't inside my body. It was sort of watching me do the whole thing. And it was a hell of a slow bike ride home. And that's why the name of this video is called A Funeral Procession, you know, on a bike, because that's pretty much what it was. A slow funeral procession all the way to my home. You know, before I took him to the vet on my bike, I was thinking, like, yeah, man, I'm gonna have to call somebody to take me to the vet, until I remembered I had that cat backpack. And, you know, just getting him to the vet and even bringing him home, I was thinking to myself, like, man, this bike is amazing, man. It can really do everything you need it to do. All I needed to do was do things a bit quicker, man. I had all the tools that I needed right with me. And man, like I say, this is one of them things where I'm gonna be thinking about this off and on for the rest of my life, about how I could have saved Luke, you know, on the bike. But I know one thing, man, every step I take from now on is gonna have Luke's spirit in my body. Every pedal I take, man, is gonna be powered by my cat that I lost, man. I'm telling you, man, it's a rough one. Going up a nice hill now. I know one thing, as I'm getting prepared for the Great Divide, you know, one of the things that was my big motivating factor was getting back home to my cats, so I could take care of them, so I could see them and love them. You know, I still have a girl cat at home, but she's pretty depressed right now, missing Luke as well. But I know, man, now that I don't have Luke to come home to, I'm gonna use all the strength that he's given me, all his memories, to push me on. And I'm telling you, man, everybody that's in that race better beware, because I'm gonna have the strength of Luke with me, and I'm gonna be pushing as fast and as hard as I can, you know, to the finish line with him in my heart. That's for real. I love you, Luke. You know, I know by the time I did make it home with Luke, on that funeral procession type ride, I didn't really have time to rest. I had to immediately, you know, bury him, dig a hole. And boy, I've done it before with other pets, but this time it was particularly very hard to do. Just knowing he was just alive, knowing that I probably could have saved him had I been quicker. Man, a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions involved. I can't lie about that. One of the hardest things I ever had to do was put him in that ground. I put him in his favorite box, man, and dug the hole as deep as I could. And man, it was a rough one. But I do want to thank my bike for allowing me to get him there when I did and provide transportation to at least try to save him. Like I say, man, this bike has really changed my life, and Luke definitely changed my life. And I had him for 5 short years, and I promise you, man, I'm gonna miss that damn cat. He was the best cat you could have, I promise you. It don't get no better than damn well Luke. I guarantee you that. So with all that said, it's a rough day for me, but I gotta keep on living. You gotta keep on living, and you know, keep on pushing forward. And even when you gotta do something hard, you know, just remember, you can do it on the bike. You can actually get it done on the bike. So no matter what you have to do today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, just remember, you don't need a car to do it. All you have to do is get on your bike and take a ride. I love you, Luke. I'll be riding for you for the rest of my life. Take care, guys. Luke.